Queen Mary of Denmark is one of the most admired royal figures in Europe. Her life story is especially remarkable because she was born into a royal family. She grew up as an ordinary girl in Austria and never imagined one day she would become Queen of Denmark. Her journey from a simple childhood in Tasmania to Danish royal palace is a story of love, change, courage, family, and responsibility. Queen Mary was born Mary Elizabeth Donaldson on February 5 in 1972 in Hobart, Tasmania in Austria. She was the youngest of 4 children. Her father, John Donaldson, was a university professor, and her mother, Henrietta Donaldson, worked in different professional roles during her life. Mary spent her early years in Austria surrounded by her parents, brothers, sisters, and friends. Her childhood was quite normal. She attended school, enjoyed spending time with her family, and grew up far away from the world of kings, queens, palace, and royal traditions. When Mary was a child, her father's work took the family to different places. They spent several years living in the United States before eventually returning to Austria. These experiences gave Mary the chance to see different parts of the world and meet people from different backgrounds. Living in more than one country also helped her become adaptable and independent. Tragedy entered Mary's life when her mother died in 1997. Mary was still a young woman, and the loss was deeply painful for her and her family. Her mother's death became one of the most difficult moments of her life. Despite this sadness, Mary continued moving forward and building her future. Mary was a serious student and believed in education. She attended the University of Tasmania, where she studied subjects in cloud commerce and law. After completing her studies, she began building a professional career before becoming a member of the Danish royal family. Mary worked in business and marketing. She had jobs in Austria and later spent time living and working in other parts of the world. Her career helped her gain experience, confidence, and independence. At this point in her life, Mary had no reason to believe that her future would connect it to European royal family. She was simply a successful young Austrian woman, living her own life and following her ambitions. Then, in the year 2000, something happened that would change her life forever. In September 2000, Sydney hosted the Olympic Games. People from all over the world came to Austria to watch the sporting events and enjoy the excitement of Olympics. One evening, Mary went out with friends to pub in Sydney. There she met a man named Frederick. At first, she did not know him as a prince. To her, he was simply a friendly and interesting man. But Frederick was not an ordinary visitor. He was Crown Prince Frederick of Denmark, the eldest son of Queen Margaret II and the future King of Denmark. Their meeting was a romantic beginning of a romance and captured the attention of people around the world. Frederick returned to Denmark after the Olympics, while Mary remained in Austria. However, they stayed in contact and continued their relationship. Over time, Mary made the difficult decision to leave Austria and move closer to Frederick in Europe. She had to adapt to a new country, a new language, and completely different culture. This is not an easy chance. Denmark was far from her home and everything she had known. Mary worked hard to learn Danish and understand their traditions and history of her future husband's country. She knew that if she married Frederick, her life would never be the same. In October 2003, Frederick and Mary announced their engagement. The news created great excitement in Denmark and Austria. Many people were fascinated by their love story. An Australian woman was going to marry the future King of Denmark. Their wedding took place on May 14 in 2004 at Copenhagen Cathedral. It was a beautiful and historic occasion attended by royal guests, political leaders, relatives, and friends. When Mary married Crown Prince Frederick, she officially became Crown Princess Mary of Denmark. Her new position brought in numerous responsibility. Mary was now part of one of Europe's oldest royal families. She had to represent Denmark both inside the country and abroad. She attended official ceremonies, met world leaders, support charitable organizations, and learned the many traditions connected to Danish royal family. For someone who had grown up in Austria, the change was extraordinary. Yet Mary gradually won the respect and affection of many Danish people. One important reason for this was her willingness to work hard. She did not simply enjoy the privilege of royal life. She took her responsibility seriously and spent many years preparing for her future role. Mary and Frederick soon began building their own family. Their first child, Prince Christian, was born in 2005 as the eldest son of Frederick and Mary. Christian became an important figure in the line of succession to Danish throne. In 2007, the couple welcomed their daughter, Princess Isabella. Their family grew again in 2011 when Mary gave birth to twins, Prince Vincent and Princess Josephine. Raising 4 children while carrying out royal duties was a major part of Mary's life. Like many mothers, she wanted to give her children love, guidance, and as normal a child as possible. At the same time, the children was given a royal family would one day have an important responsibility of their own. Mary and Frederick trying to balance royal tradition with family life. Mary often showed that behind the title of ceremonies, she was also a devoted mother. Her children became a central part of her life, and people watched them grow from young children into young adults. As Crown Princess, Mary became involved in many important causes. She has supported work connected to health, education, women's rights, children, social inclusion, and the fight against violence. She established the Mary Foundation, which worked to improve people's lives and create a society where more people feel safe and included. The foundation has supported the effort against bullying, domestic violence, and social illusion. Mary has also spoken about the importance of helping women and girls receive opportunities in education and society. During her royal work, she has visited many countries and met people facing difficult challenges. Her role has often taken her to schools, hospitals, international organizations, and community projects. Her journey showed that becoming a royal was not simple about wearing beautiful clothes and attending glamorous events. It required years of learning, discipline, and public service.